Okay, everybody, it's Dark Comic Nerd again, playing Fate Grand Order. We'll be pretty succinct tonight on everything. We're going to try to zip it along in a good, fashionable amount of time, keeping in mind that this video is probably going to be long enough that there will be a pause, not by me, but by the system when we hit midnight. So, what are we going to do tonight, folks? Well, I just bought some quartz. I recently spoke to the people that are in charge of the family account and told them, how about I pay rent a little bit late this month instead of borrowing money from your account? We all agreed. So that leaves me with an extra $250 windfall. Now, I know I said I was going to wait until after I did my car inspection, but this is basically the way it works, guys. I spent 80 bucks, got my quartz. At this point, that leaves me with about the 250 I had left for rent available. Between that and what I have in my other bank accounts. When I take the car, whenever they can fit me in, if the amount that it would take to do any work on the car is more than the combined total that I have left in the bank accounts, let's just put it this way. Considering I like the idea of being able to drive my car to work, eating, and doing other little things, I could not possibly, if the amount that the mechanic would like to charge me for any work to be done to get the car roadworthy, if it cost more than the combined total of what I had in my account, or enough that I basically couldn't eat and do the basic necessities of life, I would basically have to borrow money from this account anyway. So the point I'm getting to is that $80 is not going to greatly impact how much money I have towards this car. So I'm deciding not to wait because the event is still trucking on. After tonight, when we hit midnight, it's going to be 11 days left. And if I get any servants from the event, it means that I can use them for the rest of the event instead of just having servants that I might never actually use that often again. So the thing is that I figured, why not bite the bullet? Go ahead, try it tonight. We're going to do a roll as soon as I pause, you guys, and then do what I need to do my usual pre-ritual, which has had some good moments and some bad moments, mostly bad, unfortunately. I don't think any amount of quote-unquote rituals is helping. I still believe that they've nerfed hard the success rates of these banners, and it's because the company knows that they are just going to bleed the users for money in this thing, and they do it. They drop just enough of them with people that you see in other YouTube videos to make it look like, well, we're not totally hammering you. But I bet if you look at the overall success of how much it takes for people, I bet most people are spending double minimum of what they normally spend to get a servant. So, and I believe it's totally intentional. Whenever the summer stuff comes up or certain things, I notice that a lot of people have problems. Sometimes I don't, and other people do. But I believe that if you look at all the users that put up YouTube videos, as a majority during certain special events, what they claim the rate ups are at do not match with what you see users that are recording on Twitch and YouTube getting for their success rates. I would have to have somebody combine everything together and do the math, but I bet it would not favor the odds that they give everybody. I'm sorry. I believe the odds are significantly less based on the number of rolls and the number of people doing them. So I'm sorry, but like I said, I'm not a mathematician, but I bet if I found a mathematician and had them look at it, they would probably find that they're not infinitesimal. But you got to remember, folks, we're talking about millions probably of users on this game, and we're talking about even more so number of rolls. You take one YouTuber who might roll, maybe, like I said about Ice Dark, 20 times in 20 minutes. That's just in a 20-minute video. Imagine how many other rolls he's doing. And he probably gets all three of his servants, but spends upward of, like I said, if you do the rough math, 600 bucks. And just keep factoring that in amongst all the other people. And it adds up. It adds up fast. It's like when somebody says, well, 1% of the population. If you really look at 1% of the population, it's not big depending on what you're talking about, but it's still a significant number. If you're comparing it against the overall population that is against something, if 99% of the population is against something and only 1% is for it, then it's small potatoes. But if you take 1% of the population of, let's say, the United States, it's a fairly big number in of itself. So I'm telling you, folks, I really think they nerfed the rates, and I think that's why a lot of times when we do good, we do really good, like we got 2 Neros last year, but a lot of times we do bad. Horribly, horribly bad. And a lot of times, a lot of my good stuff only comes up the year after when they don't care about how much money you make, or how much money they make on the revival stuff so much as they do the new stuff. So, what a coincidence. It's almost like a game company that gives a game away for free instead of having to pay for it might actually make up their money somewhere else. If anybody really wants to know how their company's doing, somebody find out after this month the financial figures for this company here that puts out this game. Look at the financial records if they put it out publicly for the month of August of 2021, and then look back at all the other years whenever it comes around and tell me they don't make more money in August when these summer events come up. I dare you. I dare you to tell me they don't make more money, probably 2 or 3 times as much money. And it's not just because people are going after these summer servants, folks. I'm telling you. It's because people have to work that much harder at getting them. So, if we roll tonight and we don't get anything, hey, if we get something, I'll be excited. But if we don't get anything, I won't be in shock. And I actually will be less mad about it now because I'm expecting it. That's the sad thing. So, we're going to pause, guys, so that we can do the usual, triple or double, whatever comes up. I prefer doubles mostly. But now it's not looking like it really matters. And then we're going to do one roll. Then we're going to get into the game. And we're going to do... we're finally, I think, up to the point where we're going to go up against Melt. And we're going to go up against her as the casino Swordmaster. Then... what's going to happen, and let's see the time. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. I want to get one roll out of the way before we hit midnight, and then when we do the melt thing, if everything works out right, folks, we're going to do one more roll before we're done. And that's the way we're going to play tonight. And then we're going to save everything else for tomorrow or the next time I get a chance to play. Because I have to go to bed early tonight. I have to borrow a vehicle tomorrow to make a special trip into town. And I need to be up and do it early. And tomorrow's Saturday, so it's important that I get this done and then get ready for work. So, along with all the other stuff I got going on. So, that's why we're going to zip it along. We're going to try to make sure the video doesn't split on us. We've done pretty good getting to the 50-minute mark and not having a lot of problems. It's because we don't know how long the melt thing's going to take. So, but let me do my thing, guys, and we'll be right back. Okay, everybody, we got a great success, and since I'm not seeing much difference between the two when it comes to suckage, I'm just going to go with it. Plus, it was a nice bonus, guys. It basically meant I got a lot of experience that I put towards that particular character, which I'm trying to get my Okada up to level 40. So, here we go, guys. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Let's not expect anything crazy like another 4-star and 5-star at the same time. But let's hope that maybe we can get that Artoria ruler finally. Frankly, I think I had better odds shooting fireworks out of my rear end, but we might get lucky. As you guys saw, because we're flipping back and forth, I did not put my camera on tonight like I normally would do for these rolls, but it's okay. Well, we're getting some majorly suckage cards at this point, but maybe it'll mean good luck for us. Oh, there's a pause, so it's probably going to be our first servant. Are you going to give me anything good? Yeah, good kick in the nuts. Oh, I've seen worse characters to get. As always, guys, like I said, if we did get a ruler it would stand out. It would be a very big deal. I will be very happy, maybe not as happy as if I would be if I didn't think the game was constantly shoving a big pointed stick up my rear end as of lately, but would have been great to get Melt. I think we're going to get majorly screwed on this one just by looking at the odds so far, but we'll find out. I've noticed something. And there it is. There is the, now you've been kicked in the nut and you're on the ground, let us drop kick you in the head. Of all cards they would have to give me, that is what I gave. Oh my gosh, this is going to be terrible. I think this is going to be utterly horrible. Let's find out. Come on, be a good servant to make up for this atrocity. Nope, not even a crackle card. I will talk briefly about how much this sucked, I think. Oh, what do you know? I thought we were almost to the end. Well, we got another chance. Maybe. No? Of all the Lancers, and I'd love to get that Melt card. It's a nice looking Lancer card. Like the Penguin suit. Wow! Utter suckage. This is why, folks, I hate great successes. I hate doing great successes because, look, I got one gold card. One out of the whole thing. One. Utterly garbage. Anyway, guys, let's move it along and get past this atrocity that was. I will make you guys a deal. When we do our last, after we kick this girl's butt, and, oh, shoot, did I screw up? Yes, I did, folks. I was very busy today with other stuff. I did not get the chance to actually go about getting the remaining QP I needed. So let me quickly do some stuff, guys, to try to make up for that. What's worse is that by the time we're done with this, depending on how fast we can get it done, oh, excuse me, we could end up being very close to midnight. Which, if we are very close, guys, I'm going to pause you, and then we're going to let it go and do its thing, and then come back. Because I'm not worried about my own personal time as I am how much it's affecting the length of the video itself. But we need to gain some money. We actually do need to fight these crabs to do something for an event mission where you have to beat up so many of these things. So it's a good thing to try this. Alright, let's do this. Alright, let's kick some major butt. It's kind of ironic to have Tamamo Summer because everybody is talking about the Tamamo Vitch that just came out, and she's one of the big bad villains in the whole Lost Belt thing. And now for the 6th anniversary in Japan, they just released the character as a limited time draw event, and everybody is losing their crap over it. They're just about bowing down as an idol and worshiping her. Everybody that plays the Japanese version, which I do not, for good reason, bad enough that the NA version takes all my money. I don't need to have the Japanese version take my money and then not be able to understand what I'm playing to boot. The thing is, everybody's just going gaga and forking over their money and their firstborn and everything they can do. You know, whatever they can do, if they can do anything to get this card, they have done it just about. Great. I charmed her, but next to that I got nothing for my trouble. And none of these guys really have a Noble Phantasm, so we're just going to take our chances with what we have. I mean, the character's not really that strong. Yeah, we killed her pretty easy. Okay, we're not going to stick around long enough for that. And of course, but I believe that my character will be more than enough to slaughter her, or slaughter it. Boom, done, and we are over with it. How much QP did we gain, folks? We did not definitely do enough to, we did some other good stuff. We got some event stuff, guys, done. Alright, so I gotta check, guys. Yeah, we made small potatoes on that. But by doing that, we unlocked the next one down, which is what is important. I apologize, guys. I planned on doing some missions during my lunch today. However, something important came up at work, and I had to make a phone call, and that kept me busy most of my lunch. So here we are making up for the difference. I think we got enough to do this. We have to switch around our... No, actually, we do not have to switch around our characters. Let's stick with that. And we are doing fine and dandy. As you can see, I'm not worrying too much about attack boost bonuses, all this jazz. If everything goes well, we'll still be within our plenty of our limits. You know, we'll get this done. We'll see if we can get all the money and then get that particular event mission done where you need to get the 70 million QP. If I'm all done the video later tonight, I might even have some time to play before I go to bed some more, gain some more money, and be more prepared for the next one that comes up. Not many hits with that spear there. That's disappointing. Well, it's a good thing wow, they all went after her. Brutal. Alrighty, what are we going to do here? We're going to do... and there we go. Everybody dies. And we'll definitely probably, by the time we're done with this, if it goes what way I think it's going to swing, we'll probably be taking a quick pause, guys. Just FYI. Okay. And goodbye, unicorn from hell. Yeah. Take your, beating here and just dish it out so I can move on with life. Now that does a lot of hits. Yeah, we won't be dishing out the Noble Phantasm on this one again either, but the overall just basic attack of these characters is brutal. Yeah, we might be boosting his attack, but if we're lucky, he's going to take such a beating it ain't going to matter. Strong against Divine. That's Chiron, if I'm not mistaken. He is considered a Divine character. So, haha, I think he's going to take some extra damage. Oh, yeah, he took a real beating on that one. Goodbye, friend. Moving on. We're not going to gain much from using busters for NP gauge, but we're going to beat the crap out of everybody. And do as much as you want. This is almost over. I kind of had a hunch that would be where we'd end up at, guys. That we would get just shy. Get a lot of dice from that. Let's see what time we're at, guys. If it would let me. It's being stupid. Okay, so we got a good 3 more minutes. We could definitely start. Maybe not finish, but we could start. And then I believe by the time I'm finished doing the next mission here, it will want to bump me aside for a bit. We could have done one of the fever ones, and it would have been a lot quicker. Unfortunately, there was a caveat to that where if we had done the fever one, I would be very, 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 extremely very low on tickets. Down to my last 2, and that would not have been good. So I think we got about 2 minutes, yeah. So yeah, we'll do these. We'll get these out of the way, guys. We'll do. You guys can watch me do a little grinding here. A lot of people actually put these on Twitch and talk to people as they're doing stuff and blah 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 blah. But I just don't have the followers for that. Speaking of followers, it's always a good time to shout out to Debris EX and my friend Chunky. How is everybody doing tonight? Even though by the time you're watching this video, it should be more of how is your morning going? 90 hit points. Give me a break. Yeah, we didn't get him 1, 2, 3, but we did good enough. This will probably finish off that crab thing to boot, because I think we only needed a few more. I want you guys to note the nice backdrop we have with the penguin swimming in the back. That is really cool. I really enjoy that. I hope that some of these scenes will show up for generic fights down the road, because that would be very cool. That flame, when she does that with her buster, does so many hits that no wonder she's got a skill that increases that buster effect, because it does a lot of consecutive hits in one little shot. I'm so impressed by the way that works. And that was a bit of a 1, 2, 3 punch. When we're done with this, most likely we will definitely have a reset on everything. When we do, I am definitely going to pause things so you guys don't have to sit there and watch the whole thing, and give us some extra time, but maybe 30 seconds to a minute's worth in the video itself, so we don't go over by too much. I am in shock. My support character here, her card is the Demonic Sun Princess, which is supposed to give you 15% in getting, increased appearance rate of bonus enemies by 15%. And yet, when we've been fighting, we've actually had less opponents showing up. It's freaking crazy. Nobody's got a Noble Phantasm, so we're going to just do that, and we're going to punch everybody with as much effort as we can. Actually, we are going to do something a little better. Do a Brave Chain. Probably not do enough damage to finish him off, but who cares? Boy, I ate those words and then some with a slice of "you suck" in prediction. Okay, too much of her is tied to my card, so let's do that. And then boom, 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 and good night, Gracie. You are crab stew. We've done all these fights, guys, without releasing a single noble phantasm. I am very impressed by us. Are you kidding me? We were just a little bit around 4,200 short. You got to be kidding me. Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's see the inevitability that's coming. Well, let's actually do this and see what happens. Yep, there it goes. We're going to pause and we will be back as soon as I do a few things, everybody. Okay, everybody, we're back. I was going to keep you paused as I got the remaining QP that we needed, but I'm doing a new mission, basically a new quest here that is another one of the fever ones. And since we've never seen this before, as you guys can see, we've never had to fight these revenge skeletons before. I thought, what the heck, guys, since you probably haven't seen it before, why don't we share it with you guys and you can see what's in this level. It'll give you some new villains to see. Now, in the meantime, we're good there. Let's kick things off. My Da Vinci is pretty strong. Apparently not as strong as I would have liked, but we'll take what I can get. There we go. We did quite a bit of damage. Yeah, I got some extra bonus characters coming out. Let's go with a lot of quick cards there for my Artorier Altar. Oh, good. She was strong enough to finish off that ghost. I didn't really want to keep this going too long. Yeah, I was tempted to keep you guys on pause so we could save some video time, but I wanted you guys to see what this particular quote-unquote mission had for enemies and the person we'll probably have to face at the end, all that kind of jazz. 78, that's just wrong. Alright, we're finally getting a bit more out of our support character. I've been using a lot more of my characters than the support. I get some major lag in the server tonight. I don't think it's my... I don't think it's my tablet. I don't really feel a lot of heat coming out of it. However, we are trying to run the recording at the same time. But a lot of times I do find that... it's got to do a little bit with the server, too. A lot of people might be on the server at this point. Could be a lot of reasons. Or they could be doing something to the server, some kind of background maintenance. You never know. They've been trying to fix a lot of issues lately. They try to kind of squeeze the fixes in without affecting too much of the game. Oh, what do you know? Actually, I wonder if we've done this one before with the Queen who lost tons of chips. I think we've had her as an opponent before. I love this thing with Dream Upon the Star, guys. If you have two of these, you can do some major damage. Okay, guys, let's turn it all on. We got, everybody's got a Noble Phantasm going. We're going to beat the crap out of her. Let's check this out. We're just going to beat the crap out of her. Let's do mine first. Let's do this, that, and we'll finish up with that if there's anybody left that hasn't been turned into a pancake. What did she start off at, like 300%? It had to be at least 200. I'm hoping she finishes her off, and then I'm hoping for a grand finale that is going to be epic. Let's find out. Well, it did finish her off. Let's see what's going to happen. Because we still have 3 remaining enemies. Okay, I had a suspicion. Her Noble Phantasm did not kick in because they had to reload all the characters. It's not a huge deal, but I'm going to lose out on the boost. That's the only thing that bugs the crap out of me. Yeah, see, she started at 100%. If things had kept going in domino effect, we would have managed to get probably her up to about 500%. The overcharge would have been insane. Let's see if we killed everybody off so that it doesn't matter. Everybody but one who is now dead. That was cool. Oh yeah, we more than did that. Too bad we didn't get anything else. But remember, folks, even if you didn't do anything now, see, we got our QP actually not only what we needed, but we got it to the next max. So we did really good. So we'll be prepared for the next time around. Keep in mind, guys, that if you fight enemies that really don't net you any event, like defeat this many enemies, get 5 of a certain material. Keep in mind that those enemies might not net you anything now, but they might net you something that opens up down the road. So that's what we're hoping those skeletons might do for us. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We should be all good to go, guys. Let's see. Video's only about half an hour in, so we're well within parameters. It depends how long they take with the cutscenes with the whole melt thing. It's only 2 fights, I think, if I remember correctly. Let's get out there and collect whatever we've got. Oh, yes, we would have to collect this or it won't open up for us. Wow, 1 million QP per second. Wow. Let's do it. Alright, guys, we'll have to see what happens. Worst case scenario. Video splits and I have to merge it together and then upload it in the morning. Haha. Yeah, some tent. Uh-oh. King Protea? Great. Alright, so we know we're probably going up against an alter ego. Which I always think it's kick. Everybody's calling Melt an alter ego, but in here she's really not. We're just going up a straight alter ego, guys. When it comes to alter egos, I don't believe anybody is in particularly strong standings against them. Oh, excuse me. However, we are going to still try to do something maybe particular. If I can find the right berserker. The person I was using before is not available. So what we'll do is we'll take this one, and berserkers are nice and strong against everybody. Yeah, Berserkers are pretty much the only ones strong against that. The three main knight classes, Archer, Lancer, and everything, take a lot less hits. However, we don't have anybody that's particularly strong, but we will take the fact that the character's only at level 30, and we'll mix things up a bit. That should do it. So we got to get through her to get to melt. Time-wise, I don't put us at a good place. There's a good chance the video is going to split, guys. Depending on how things go, we might end up putting ourselves at doing our role that we were going to do after the events tomorrow. Oh my gosh, they cannot expect you to beat her. Okay, I smell a rat in this. There's no way you can beat her with that much. No, I smell something really rotten in this. I do not believe they expect you to beat this character. You can't even whittle down her bar. It would take far too long. My guess is this is more of a survival match. The idea is to stay alive as long as possible. Yeah, and her HP just keeps rising, so that doesn't make me thrilled. So the real question is, how much of this BS are we going to have to put up with before they just admit, hi, you can't beat this character? I mean, they're obviously making her supremely overpowered on purpose. Come on, we made it through 5 turns. Tell me I don't... Because they know you're not going to be able to do this. I mean, they made the HP bar in the millions. Yeah, there we go. Usually it's about 5. Alright, so let's find out what the punchline here is. Starting to make me wonder how tough the next fight's going to be. Alright, guys, let's... You gotta be kidding me. Well, guys, we might be splitting this into... If the next one is nothing... If it's not a fight against her, then we might have to split this video up and do something different. Uh-oh. I think we found out where Nero is. Okay, guys, let's see where we're sitting in the grand scheme of things. Alright. I was afraid of that, so unlimited figure works. Ha 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 ha. Anyway, guys, we have to really also build up a good resource. Look at the next thing, guys. 90 million. So, no wonder this damn thing takes so many days. So, all in all, we're going to finish off the evening, guys. This is not... this is just dragging on forever. Holy crap. No wonder they made it so long. So, with the circumstances being the way they are, I don't know if the video is split yet or not. We'll figure that out in post-production if we have to. But we're going to stick to exactly what I said. Oh, look. Somebody wanted to follow me. That's cool. By all means, looks like a brand new player. I will be more than happy to help out. Okay, guys. So, what we're going to do is we're going to pause you. We're going to set up the same way we did last time. And we're going to do one more roll before the evening's out. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you I had you on pause for a very long time, and I've been bouncing back and forth between servants and craft essences to get a super success, and it just was not giving up the goods tonight. Especially when I was doing craft essences, I was very surprised, extremely surprised. Now, unfortunately, now that we passed midnight, we don't have a chance to pick up one of the three or all three. Oh, there we go. There's possibly a good sign. But we do have a better shot at getting just melt, which I kind of wanted that one a little bit more. But you guys know I'm going after my ruler. That's the one I really want the most. So let's hope. Hey, I think we got a crackle, guys. Come on, melt. Come on, be a melt. Yes! Woohoo! Definitely will take that. Thank you. I saw when it flipped, I saw the back, and I'm like, yes. Alright, that's one good thing tonight, guys. All that effort we put in, boy, and it was a lot of effort, you have no idea. I cleared out so many craft essences. I would love it to get my 5-star servant, though, too. That would be great. That would make up for so much abuse. So the fact that Melt was the only other one besides Artoria, that might have actually worked in our favor tonight, guys. Because remember, we already got Akata. Oh gosh, I'm so sick of seeing that card. So we really just need Artoria at this point. Yep, knew it was going to be another servant. Come on! It's not hard, though, to see, guys, if it's going to be a ruler. It's not something you can get confused by. Oh, kitty, why would you... My cat has this insistence on being under my feet all the time when I sit here and do my video with you guys. I think we're almost done to the end of this roll, and then I have a surprise for you guys. Alright, let's listen in. Oh, please. Alright, guys, let's take a look. We got 3 gold cards. Let's look at that. This video, definitely, I'm probably going to have to splice it before I go to bed tonight. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. So, first thing she's got, Swan Lake. Oh, not bad. Increase arc card effectiveness. Huh. The complete fluidity. That looks like it's going to be interesting. I cannot tell from looking at it what it's going to be. The last one is obviously Melt Envoy X is going to have something to do with affecting charges. Probably on the enemy, but never know. Core of the Goddess is always a fun thing. High Servant A. I have no idea what the big deal about that is. Blue Summer Paladonian. When on a near water field, which that would happen if I'm doing hers. Remove evade status for all enemies. Nice. Deal heavy defense ignoring damage. Wow. And gain a large amount of critical stars. Not bad. So all in all, a pretty good thing. Nice area of effect. If you're near water, the enemy can't evade it, though. That doesn't happen too often. Let's look at our profile. I'm not going to read it. I will read it later on. We'll look at her skin. I'm not a big fan. I wanted to see what the parka was all about, but looking at how they got her blade legs all covered up this time around just makes it look funny. But all in all, not bad. I wanted to take a look back at her stats, guys, real quick. If I can find them. There we go. So, agility A, luck A, and both her mana and NP is around a B. All in all, pretty good high-class servant. I'm very impressed. So there we go. We got one of her. I can be happy about that because she is a Lancer, and I don't have good fortune with having Lancers for the events. So now we're going to quickly just skip right into another summoning, guys. We're going to try to hop off the success of getting Melt in this, see if we can get Artoria. This will put me at a low point to do the remaining stuff tomorrow if we don't get lucky enough to get her tonight. But if we can get lucky and get her tonight, that will put this banner to rest. So here's hoping. Let's cross our fingers and hope we get lucky. As far as the video time goes, as we all know, it's already gone over. However, I seem to be able to, when cutscenes are involved, do videos for a lot longer before the video recorder likes to split the videos. Most likely, though, we've done a lot of fighting tonight when we were grinding. That's where we lost a lot of time. So that was a nice pause. Too bad it's probably not going to give me what I want. Yep. Remember, guys, unless I get spooked by a random card that is not special to the banner, I mean, I suppose we could always get another Melt. But the likelihood of getting any other servant that we really need is slim. But we really just want that Artoria, because, frankly, that's the last one we need. There's our guaranteed 4-star. I'm not sure. Ultimately, we're going to probably end up spending all this money anyway, guys. So, whether I did it tonight, there's another 4-star. Some of these I'm probably going to try to burn down the road for mana prisms instead of EXP. Looks like we didn't rate up much for servants in this one. It's a shame. What is something else we can use? I'd like a few more of those to be able to do at least one limit break before I'm done with the event. Yeah, that's a real disappointment there. It was really quick to just shell out another one. Yeah, that really blew it for us. Wow, 2 really crappy craft essences. Very mineral-based roll. Considering we did it off the cuff, guys, with no quote-unquote help from anything beforehand, we should consider ourselves fortunate to have what we have. Ultimately, guys, I want this ruler bad enough that, like I said, I could end up trying to spend another $80 and then just have to pay back more into the account before. I also want to point out, because I didn't mention it, guys, that we are almost positive that the company is going to give us a pretty hefty bonus next month on the very first paycheck. So the thing is, that will help out a lot to pay back money if I have to borrow it before this event is over. The Artoria I want more than I want the Berserker. Oh, I can't remember her name. Manamushi or whatever her name is. I really want that Artoria ruler, especially because rulers are such a hard class to come by. So we are not going to be stupid enough to try this because, as I said, guys, because we've already wasted so much time, I'm going to take the few extra minutes to say it once again. I have a high suspicion that the rates that would normally be quote-unquote rated up during these events are halved. To clear this up, let me show you what I'm referring to. The rate up to get a 5-star servant in this puts you at 0.8. Now, usually, if I'm not mistaken, it's actually 0.7. But that's probably because we're only divvying the rates up between 2 servants instead of 3 servants in this particular instance. Still, I'll bet my money that it's a lot closer to 0.2 or 0.4 getting that ruler. And they say it's 0.8, but I think they're full of crap. The fact that Melt was a 1.5 tonight probably is why we had a better shot at getting her. Whereas she usually, when she's mixed in with 3 characters, the rate's a little lower. But ultimately, I believe that when it comes to the characters, during these events, they claim it's 0.8. I'll bet my money it's either a fourth of that at 0.2 or at best 0.4 at half of that. So they say it's 0.8, but I don't believe it. I don't believe it for a second. Because it benefits them money-wise, folks. Considering this game, the only money they're making on it, besides, I suppose, some of the merchandise and stuff, is from you spending money on quartz. And if a lot of players play for free, because they have to when they start, or a lot of people just swear they will, which I did for the longest time, then guess what? They got to make the money somewhere. So guess what? You tell suckers what they want to hear, but you don't have to prove it's really what they say it is. So, like I said, guys, you want proof? Go watch some of the YouTubers online. See how much money they spent. Real life to in-game currency to get some of these characters. Now, I've been lucky and I've got some high-end characters for next to nothing. But, in this case, I definitely don't think the rates are what they say they are. Not for a bloomin' second, not based on quite a few years of experience of playing this game from what I've seen every time a summer event comes up. So, like I said, you can claim that I'm being bitter about it because I haven't gotten my 5-star servant, but the thing is that if you go around the YouTube community, a lot of people agree with me. They might put it in a different fashion because they don't want to offend the company they love so much and love the game, but I'm telling you, if some of them, after a while, they call it being salty. They call it having really bad luck. But ultimately, it comes to the same conclusion. Most of us, deep down, do not believe about the rate up. We believe that your chances of getting a certain servant during events like this are a lot better than getting them in a big fat pool of generic servants when you're just doing... Let's say I went over to this banner and tried to roll. There's a whole ton of servants. The chances of getting a really good 5-star are infinitesimal. But when they're rated up during these events, you have a better shot. That's like saying if I toss a rock in the air, though, I'll hit an airplane in comparison to I might hit a bird. I'm sorry, but both chances are pretty slim. So, because I'm tossing the rock up in the air randomly. So, I'm telling you, don't believe it for a second what they tell you, especially if you're watching my videos and you're a new player. Watch your butt, especially on what you spend your money on. But I am happy that we got our melt. I'm happy what progress we made. I am definitely going to bed. We'll see how much out of this video. The less of a video I have to splice together, the quicker it takes. So, but do not be surprised if this video does not get posted till sometime in the morning. In the meantime, though, guys, I hope you have a terrific Saturday and a wonderful weekend, and we will see you on the next video.